What's up everyone, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5, and in today's video I'm going to check out one of the brand new cars from the car pack that they just released, which will show you guys where it is right now. If I go to car packs, and it's right here, the Horizon Racing car pack. We have 4 different cars available to get. The Nissan Altamaniac. This should be really fun to drive. I've already heard people talk about this car, and definitely about the Huayra R, which is what I'm going to be driving in today's video. I'm focusing on the most. We also have the Loudest Amira, and we also have a Celine F150, the XR Black Label. We're going to have a look at all of these cars individually in their own videos. But for today's video, I'm going to focus on one car specifically, and it's going to be the Huayra R. And that is because of the fact that this apparently sounds absolutely mental in this game. So I want to try it out. I want to see what it's like. Also, speaking of sounding mental in this game, if you guys haven't seen yesterday's video of the new sound that they introduced for the new Nissan 350Z, 350Z, Fairlady Z, whatever you want to call it, they've changed the sound of the stock engine with no exhaust, and it sounds like this now. It sounds really, really good. Go watch a more longer video if you want to see this a little bit more. It was uploaded yesterday. Plus, I showcased some of the new wheels that they've added into the game as well. So go and watch that if you want to check out the Nissan. But for right now, I want to drive the Pagani. The Pagani is, like I said, one of the new cars. Also, I feel like I should mention all this because I feel like the comments are already going to be filled with people talking about how do you get this car pack? Is it free? Does it come with the car pass thing or whatever it's called? No, none of that. None of that is actually available. So basically, the way to get this thing, you have to go to the store itself and you have to purchase it. That's the only way you can get this, and you can drive the cars. Okay, it doesn't come with the premium edition of the game. You don't get it in any other way. You go and buy it. You either do it through the store of the game like this, like I've just done there, or you go through your Microsoft store or your Xbox store or whatever it is, and or Steam even, and you go and buy it. It's a $5. I don't know how much it is in your country. If you're gonna ask me how much is it, it's €5, $5. I don't know how much it is where you live in whatever country or currency that you're using, so go look it up yourself, because it'll be quicker than me telling you that. Okay, so like I said, let's get started. I feel like this is now going to be not in my garage, because they don't get added into my garage, right? I think I've just looked at it, so I think I have to purchase these now from the auction house. Let me go over to Pagani. There we go. And there's a Huayra R. 838 horsepower, 750 newton meters of torque, weighs 1,110 kg. I mean, it's free with in-game currency once you get it, but damn, that looks really good. Oh my god. Full carbon. The entire thing. That looks great. That looks really, really good. I always love Paganis, man. Paganis are so beautiful. Wait, what? You can take the shell off? I knew that it doesn't lift up. Oh my god. Okay, that looks very cool. It's V12. Of course. Massive diffuser. I think completely probably covering the underside of the car. Completely. There's the doors as well. It looks mental inside. We'll have a look at that in a second. Can we tilt the front end over? Can we lift it up? Oh, yes, we can. Oh, does it just take off? Okay, so it's not like an actual Pagani Huayra where they... I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Huayra, or I think the Zonda does it as well, but the way it opens up, right? Obviously, the front bit, like the shell of the front, because I can't really call it... like it's a clamshell bonnet, technically, or more than that even, at this point, but it basically tilts forward and the back tilts backward. It just looks unbelievable when it's fully open. I've seen it at the Geneva Auto Show back in the day when they were introduced. It just looks insane. Interior just looks just as crazy, man. Of course, though, this is a race car, so it's not like it doesn't have a lot of like crazy, you know, amenities. It doesn't have like probably air conditioning or anything like that, but there are a couple things with this guy. Okay, that's kind of sick. I actually really, really like that. It looks crazy, especially like full carbon fiber, everything in it. Like I was gonna say full carbon fiber like body, but it's like everything. Everything is carbon fiber on this thing. It looks mad. Okay, well I want to drive this thing because what I've heard people say is that this thing has an unbelievable sound. So, let's check it out. my god. Oh. Oh my god. Bro, what? I love it when they add cars into the game where they have unreal engine sounds and just sounds in general. Especially, remember when they added the Ferrari 599XX? And that thing sounded absolutely mental, and I was like, surely they can't like top that. Wait, I think I was pointing in the right direction. I'm not even paying attention to the minimap. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna completely shut up now and let you listen to the symphony of this car as I'm driving it. And I'm gonna be driving it through the tunnels as well and everything, so I'll let you guys listen to that. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do this as well, because it'll help. It's gonna be so loud, man. It's gonna be so loud. Okay. Okay, well, I don't even know what to say anymore. Bro, that's it. That's it with this thing. Completely standard exhaust, which is pretty much a racing exhaust on it. Sounds insane. It's so loud and high-pitched. It's exactly how a V12 race car should sound. It's brilliant. Even the pops, even the flames, there's not much. It's not extreme. It's not like overdone. I think they've done a fantastic job with this car in terms of the sound. That is brilliant. It actually doesn't even drive too bad either. But that was absolutely brilliant. I'm going to bring this thing over into the festival again because I want to check out what sort of modifications we can actually do to this thing. Because again, we are in Forza, so we can actually change some things. We can even edge swap this thing. We can put the Racing V12 in it. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to get rid of this noise? Again, we can even twin turbo this thing. So we can get rid of this noise a little bit more, but it doesn't make it actually too bad. We can have it get some different tires. Don't really care about those too much either. We can give it some wider wheels. We could probably try to do that, I guess. That'll probably help a little bit. Our handling is already at 9.5 with this thing. I'm kind of tempted to just drive it like this. Like, I'm gonna make it, like, try to handle a little bit better, maybe. Have off-road suspension and then drift suspension as well. And then for all this, I'm pretty sure every single thing here that I am looking at right now is already fully adjustable due to the fact that this is already a race car. So everything here should already be adjustable. So, like, we can give it some more power. But, like, do we actually want more power? Do we need more power? You know? Like, is there a point in doing this? I'm so happy, actually, that we cannot change anything from... Actually, yeah, I don't really want to add more power to this thing, to be honest with you. I'm gonna get rid of the power. Why don't I want to add more power? Because it feels nice to drive now. I don't want this... Like, I want to keep it rear-wheel drive as well. That's another thing. Like, I don't want to change this thing to all-wheel drive because I'm going to ruin it completely. But I want to keep this thing as a rear-wheel drive, and I want to go take it on, like, a hill climb event and just try to drive, like, up the mountain. And that's pretty much it. But I was right. Yeah, every single thing here is fully adjustable. Aero, differential, everything is adjustable here. Okay, now. Sorry, I had to. I had to. Alright, I want to bring it over to rifles, and I want to bring it up the hill climb event that we have available for the game. Volcán Sprint, right here. It's at S2. It's not fully maxed out because it didn't actually add the power or anything like that. What's the fastest car that I brought up this? I'm going to say the Aston Vulcan, is it? Oh no, the Ferrari FXX-K Evo. Okay, so that's a pretty cool race car to go up against. Another V12 crazy race car to go up against. I mean, this is already pretty much maxed out. I don't know if this is a car that someone else has sent me. I'm pretty sure it is. But I want to drive it up this hill and have a look. See how close this thing actually is to that. I changed the aero a little bit as well, and the diff setup, so we'll see what this thing drives like. But other than that, I left pretty much everything else the same. I left tire pressure the same. I left the camera adjustments and toe adjustments and all that pretty much the same. Probably will have to change them eventually, but for right now, I'll keep them like this. It seems like. I also need to lower the volume. Like, my ears are ringing. 50%, there you go. Not as low as last time, but just a little lower. Sure, the volume for you guys will be different for the game, but for me, I have. I can't see anything inside. Oh my god. Wow, so the way this thing takes corners is much more impressive than what I thought. Oh my god, bro, what? Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a weird one here because I don't like driving from the chase cam. I feel like I drive worse. But pushing this thing hard is actually very cool. It drives really well. I don't think it has as much power as the Ferrari though. Even with the upgrades, I don't think it'll have as much power as the Ferrari. Brakes are really good. I'm slowing down too much for these corners. I'm serious. This thing absolutely pulls through corners so hard. What the hell? I'm so tempted to see what people have created with this car already, but my god, it actually is... It's so good. With absolutely, like, barely any tuning done to it at all. In the corners, I'm not even, like, just keeping up with the Ferrari, but I'm getting ahead of it. Like, I'm pulling ahead. I'm getting closer and closer. It's just power-wise. Look, I'm just falling behind. But in the corners, every single corner, I'm catching up to him. I mean, it's me driving the Ferrari as well, but like, I'm just saying, like, I'm just catching up to the Ferrari. Yeah, as soon as we start putting down a bit of power, he just gets ahead. As soon as we start having a few corners, I immediately catch up to him. This is a very good car for racing. Like, it's a really, really good car for racing. It's just lacking the power for this track, especially. Maybe for other tracks where you don't need this much power, it could possibly be... Oh my god, man. The way it changes direction. And remember, this is still rear-wheel drive, so the amount of grip that I have just pushing itself out of the corners is super impressive. Obviously, we'll have to wait now until someone creates like a crazy tune for this thing. If you do, send it over on the Discord. I have a Discord, of course. Link to that is down below where you can join. And, you know, you guys can send over tunes, you can send over tracks for me to test out and try out. And honestly, I think this could actually, like, I don't know. I feel like it could do really, really well with a good tune on it. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more power. That's what I think. I think it needs a tiny bit more power. I mean, I'm still not maxed out, right? It's still not S2998, but even just the tiniest bit of power that I end up adding onto this thing, it just doesn't. It won't end up making it as fast as a Ferrari. Does that make sense? But in corners, this thing absolutely eats the Ferrari up, no problem. So even if I give it a tiny bit more power, if I do this, it brings it up to S2997. What if I get rid of this and I use this to get more torque as well? See, as soon as I start doing anything else, it brings it up into X class. So what can I possibly do to get this thing to be better? I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. Diff change won't do anything. Transmission change, maybe? That's a 4-speed. I don't want to get a 4-speed. Everything else is fine, though. I feel like I'm going to end up destroying it if I change anything else on this car. I'm not going to do anything anything better on it. Unless I somehow go and I get rid of the rear wheels, which are 325s. And then that just like gets rid of grip and then adds more. Okay, let's see. Let me try and do this. Okay, there we go. See what I mean? Like it gets rid of some grip, but it adds more power to it. We could probably try like this. I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work too well. And this thing is like a dance around these corners. It's beautiful to drive. It's actually so good. And like I said, it's like a dance. It just goes in and out of corners so easily. I think this can be really, really fast car. Like an actual racing car. It can be really, really good. I know the Ferrari didn't have like the best time in the world on this track, but I mean, I easily beat it. I didn't do anything. I just went again with slightly more power that I added onto it, and that was pretty much it. And I crapped all over the Ferrari without any issues. This is a seriously good car. I cannot wait for people to start using this thing and hopefully, you know, send some tunes in that are actually really good for it. Right now, like I said, with barely any tuning at all done to this thing, I've done seriously well with it. And of course the sound just makes it even better. And the game crashed, because of course it does. Well, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then please subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And yeah, please pray for me in chat that my game starts up again. Because the last time when it crashed, it didn't boot up about 8 times. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.